In this year's NBA draft, the Toronto Raptors selected CHRISTIAN Koloko with their 33rd overall draft pick, and Koloko is already showing signs of being a great role player for the Toronto Raptors. Koloko is a 7-foot, 220-pound Cameroonian center who played 3 years at Arizona and has a daunting 7 feet 5-inch wingspan, and is already showing in the summer league the amount of potential and greatness he can provide to the Raptors. But before we talk about CHRISTIAN Koloko's play in the summer league, please make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the bell to stay tuned with the videos. We're going at such a fast pace, so join the family. And with all that being said, let's get straight into the video. The 7-foot Cameroonian center played 3 years at Arizona, with his stats improving constantly each season. In his junior year, he saw himself averaging 12.6 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 2 blocks, and he also averaged 25 minutes per game, which was a huge step up as he only averaged 17 minutes the year prior. At that rate, Koloko is improving. He could be a great fit for the Raptors, and the Raptors were in need of a big man who could be that, building block in the paint, block shots, and do all the dirty work down below. Prior to the draft, the strength listed on Koloko's scouting report were that despite his size, he's very mobile and he's quicker than one would guess, making him a great option to switch on to guards and any wings at any given moment. His free throws did improve last year at Arizona, where he went from shooting 35% as a freshman to all the way up to 73.5% in his junior year. He's great at creating space in the paint, drawing defenders off the perimeter, and sending quick passes out to the wings for those corner threes. And he's also upped his frame. He's 7 foot, but he added 15 pounds of muscle since he was a freshman in college, and at this trajectory, the kid's almost 24 years old. He's going to fill out his body greatly. And for the Raptors, again, this was a perfect fit. The Raptors have been looking for a center, somebody who can, really block shots, be athletic in the paint, catch lobs, and overall just be a great team contributor. And he's shown that so far in the NBA Summer League, as the Raptors have played 1 game so far. Actually, their second game is going on right now, so let's see how he does. But in his first ever Summer League game, he dropped 12 points, 3 steals, 3 blocks, 7 rebounds, alongside with 2 assists, and he shot perfect from the free throw line, shooting 4 for 4 and shooting 4 for 11 from the field. In general, playing only 28 minutes. Now, although this was his debut, this is really impressive for a center, and I'm really happy that the Raptors got this pick, because in this game, obviously the highlights are playing on your screen right now, you guys can just see his length. He is a presence in the paint. He had 3 blocks, man. He was getting those swats, and it seemed like at times when anybody would drive to the paint from the 76ers side, that it was instantly going to be contested, just because of that 7'5", length that he has in his wingspan, and it was just hard getting shots up against Koloko, and you can clearly feel the presence of him in the paint. In his debut, he also had a lot of times where he did the pick and roll. He's in college, he's shown that he can be somebody in the pick and roll where you can rely on him as a lob threat, and that's exactly what happened in this game. He caught about 3 or 4 lobs, and I seen that he's really good with the handoff. I seen him doing the handoff with a couple of the Raptors guards in Summer League, and he'll quite often do a handoff, set a screen, and then we've seen Delano Banton get wide open threes from that move in the debut game. And in general, if his playmaking and his vision improves, this is going to be scary for the Raptors, as already CHRISTIAN Koloko is seeming like somebody who can get some minutes. Obviously, he might not be a starter, and he might actually bounce up and down between the G League and the NBA, but he can definitely be somebody coming off the bench, or at times even starting earlier on in the season and proving his worth in the NBA as a rookie. And just by watching a few of his college highlights and even his debut game for the Raptors, you can definitely see that the kid has a motor. He was constantly moving on the offensive and defensive end. I never seen him being stagnant. He was always trying to set his screen or just be active and play in the offense, and not just be somebody who kind of just slacks off and just stands in the paint or near the paint area. You can clearly see that he has a motor, and he's always going to try and get involved in the play on the defensive end and the offensive end. Coming into the NBA, people do have knocks for him. Obviously, they talked about his shooting, as in college, he didn't make a single three-pointer, which is something that you really don't want to see out of a center, especially in this day and age for centers. Obviously, most centers can shoot the three in the NBA, but I'm not really too concerned because in the draft combine, CHRISTIAN KOLOKO shot really well. I believe he shot like 16 out of 25 from the three-point land. Again, he barely attempted any shots at his 3 years in Arizona. And the Raptors, we know how good they are with their player development and the three-point shooting coaches, kind of like a Norman Powell, who came into the league as more of a slasher, and he was considered a guard who, didn't really have that great of a three-point shot, but he just got traded to Portland recently, and he left shooting like 40% from the three-point land with the Raptors. So the Raptors have a proven track record of, helping these young guys turn their shots into something where they can be consistent shooters from the mid-range and three-point land. And obviously in the debut he shot perfect from the three-point land, so I can definitely see that him creating a jump shot, a reliable, even at least a mid-range jump shot within the next couple of years, as he has time to develop it. And his jump shot doesn't look ugly at all. It actually looks like, pretty smooth and pretty, you could definitely work with it, and it's not something where he's awkward with the ball or anything. And in general, Koloko's movement, it's pretty fluid for a 7-footer. He doesn't seem like he's, his height is overtaking him. He seems like he's pretty comfortable with ball handling and, doing those dribble handoffs. And in general, I love this pick for the Raptors. The kid has so much unfilled potential, and the Raptors are a perfect organization where he can work with them and definitely earn himself some minutes this year in the Raptors lineup. He's going to be a big surprise in the league. I'm telling you guys, obviously I'm making this video early on before the season even starts. He's somebody to look out for as a rookie who can definitely develop into somebody like a Rudy Gobert that can hopefully develop a jump shot with the Raptors. But let me know in the comment section your thoughts and opinions on CHRISTIAN KOLOKO. Do you guys think that the Raptors made the right decision drafting him with the 33rd overall pick, or would you have gone with somebody else? And where do you see the ceiling is for this young kid? Obviously still a rookie, a lot of time to grow, but let me know. And before we end the video off, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the bell. Again, it seems like every video we're dropping, it's getting over 1,000 views, and the support and likes have just been crazy. I could have never imagined this from this channel, and it's all thanks to you guys. So with all that being said, man, subscribe, hit the like button, and with all that being said, I'm out. Peace.